There are lots of opinions out there about what's going on in this world of ours, this crazy world of ours. I have this theory myself that we are all really just in a controlled environment, which has now been exemplified through the lockdown. It wasn't so obvious in the past. There have been many conspiracy theories about the fact that we are all being controlled, but placing these to one side for a moment, I am more interested in the current events with this worldwide virus and a lockdown and the opportunity it gives us little people to begin to formulate new ways of thinking and responding to the reality of our situation, regardless of whether we are being manipulated by lizard, reptilian, alien and Anunnaki overlords, or we just happen to be here and this is just the way things turned out. It doesn't really matter. What matters to me, I think, my opinion is, that we have an opportunity that has not been afforded to the likes of we, the bottom-dwelling feeder suckers, not really worth much in the opinion of those who believe that they are themselves worth a great deal. So the opportunity that is afforded is very interesting. It's like we have an internet, a device that's been with us now developing for over 20 years. We have largely got our heads around the fact that we are all talking to each other as invisible entities with agendas. Some agendas are well hidden, other agendas not wanting to be hidden but are being forced to stay or remain hidden because people simply are not interested. So this virus may give us an opportunity to get people starting to become interested. I guess the whole idea is to formulate together a workable plan of action which changes the paradigm from the way things have always been into something else, and hopefully a plan that can take into account where we are at present, where we come from, and work with how we want to change it so radically that we never go back to where we came from, with the blessings of our ancestors even. If we believe that they lived to love us and wanted the best for us now, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to believe that either. So how do we go about making a plan that is best for all of us? We have to continually put a growing plan through a rigorous critical thinking procedure so we can find the holes in it. We don't want to leave people behind, but we do want to move away from the old normal. What I wonder about is how we are living in a social system which insists that we fundraise for the likes of ambulance and firefighting equipment and rescue equipment and personnel, you know, those frontline people. I wonder, why are we fundraising when we are hard-working tax-paying people who deserve these services free? So that is the type of thing we need to examine if we want to change a social system from the current ones involved with charging us to live on this planet under these circumstances, to change that into a system where everything is free to everyone. That is not hard to envision, at least not here in my head, where all these ideas have been swimming around for 40 years or so now. So we are all in a prison and more clearly see this as being the case while we are under lockdown. What do we do as those fellow inmates? What do we do to make our lives more bearable than they ever have been? This is a type of reach out from me to billions of people whose lives have and indeed still are fairly unbearable compared to those lives, the lives of those who are in control and controlling us, those who have the wealth. This is not a complaint in the sense that we asked for them, and even though they educated us to ask for them, but we need to somehow get them to change, you know, the middle people, the tax gatherers, get them to change the way they think about us, and we change the way we think about them, and find some middle ground, same page platform that we all can relate to as good for one and all. Then we incorporate that as part of the plan. So I guess what I'm saying is that when opportunity knocks, it gives us a potential, a window in which to see a new way of viewing things, to look for better ways of doing things.